Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fallout Cold Front, the Fallout 2D20 campaign. We run here at Crimson Corsair Games, Saturday evenings, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So, last session, you all got out of a little bit of a pickle. You were meeting with the Doppel Soldiers, a raider gang in German village in Columbus, to hopefully free Courtlant, who is a scientist that you all are looking for. He wasn't there, and they tried to pretend for the longest time that he totally was. Eventually, it was revealed, and your fangled, that's the word, your fangled plan. Not newfangled, just fangled.
Honestly, it might have been a little old-fangled.
Yeah, it could have been. Old-fangled plan to give them specialty beer did not pay off. They responded with immense distrust and hostility, and the solution to get out of that situation was threatening them with connections in the mob, which was very, very fun. Speaking of the mob, they were also there. They arrived after that threat was made, and very luckily did not make any connection to the Doppel soldiers saying, like, oh yeah, he's with you. There was no discussion on that. So you guys paid the Doppel soldiers 400 caps, got Sergeant Corporal, Courtlant's Mr. Gutsy bodyguard, and repaired him at the Armnasium. I'm trying to remember what else. What else did you guys do? Oh, you got paid. That's right. You did your first leg of your job.
Oh.
You got paychecks.
How much did we make?
200
You and I
caps
gave
each.
our caps to Pix.
That's right.
So you didn't get
I
paid?
didn't get paid.
Nope.
How much
That
money
is
you?
correct.
I did, however, sell Pitfall, so I also got caps. Or maybe just the robot kit. I think it was just the robot
Just
kit.
the robot kit. Did you want to try and sell Pitfall? Oh, no. Yeah,
You said I couldn't.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that one is very valuable, but needs a niche buyer. And you're not going to
I'll
find
be on
that
the lookout.
anywhere. Unless you find someone who's, like a businessman who's like, yeah, I know just the person for this. But you haven't found that quite yet. So, your all's plan was just to head west to, hopefully, Indianapolis, henceforth just called Indy.
Well, I think the goal was to head towards Indiana, but to try and get to the closest Union station so that we could take the rest of the way on the rails.
Yeah. I would allow you all, DTL would probably have a map of the greater Midwest area. And so, let me send something to you. There are 2 paths you can take to Indy. No, not that one. That is a map that only I can see.
Do love those.
It's a magic item.
I have some of those.
That does sound like
A map that
Invisible
only
to
I
everybody
can
but Spencer.
All right, I'm posting it into the World Info chat. There you go.
Look at yours.
I love information on worlds.
Oh.
All right, so the
All
yellow
right.
map is Interstate 70. That would be the foot route or car route if you had one, or I don't know, bike route. Orange would be essentially the Union line to get to Indianapolis. So you'd have to go to Dayton no matter what, and then decide if you want to go on foot to Indy there or take the train.
Definitely train, right, guys?
I mean,
I like trains.
I like trains.
Well, I mean, train is where we figure
It'll
out
be
more about your brother.
Yeah, but also, we might be more likely to run into the mob.
Do we care? Wouldn't it just be awkward, though?
It would be
Like,
awkward.
yeah.
Yeah.
Frankie cares a lot.
But would it be anything more than awkward?
Well,
Yeah.
listen.
If Frankie
Probably.
cares, I think
But
let's
what
go
if
to the
he's
train. Yeah.
Well, we need to go to Dayton anyway.
Frankie does have a new disguise, so hopefully that would help with things.
Buff Frankie,
Yeah.
never seen before.
Never to be seen again.
Fake.
So we're
actually.
going to Dayton, and then we'll figure it out from there.
Let's
But
just
I'm
go
liking
west.
this out of
Let's
train.
go to the west.
There you go. Boo!
Roll
I made
credits
that joke
Fallout
last.
from the
Front.
last campaign.
You're not going to the west.
Who put the wrong credits in here?
Just
Wait,
kidding.
what?
This is actually
What?
to the west of
That's
this
not-
episode.
All right. One other basic thing that I would let you all know that your characters would definitely know, but is easy for players to forget. Food.
Ah,
It is an 8-day journey to walk from Columbus to Dayton.
Are we
forgot that
still
we had-
working for DTL?
We haven't found Courtlawn yet.
Yeah, so are we still looking for Courtlawn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that is something to decide.
Because if we are, we could technically argue that they should provide the supplies for us like they did down to Columbus.
Please do argue that.
Or we could politely suggest that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would let that be an in-game discussion if you so desire.
Yeah, that's an in-game discussion. I
We
believe.
should politely request that they give us
Mm-hmm.
provisions, like you just said. That we all have this previous conversation. Yeah.
I can just go see if we can get some supplies for the journey.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see if we can get some supplies for the
Everyone follow
journey.
after.
Okay.
Some scintillating roleplay going on there.
All right. Yeah, you go back to Folsom is just at the DTL station. Oh, I thought you guys headed out by now.
Just making final preparations. Speaking of which, actually, it's going to be at least an 8-day journey. So we'd like to fit ourselves with food, provisions, things like that.
Oh, well, I sure can provide. We've got plenty that you can buy with your employee discount.
All right. Is there any going to be provided for us on details pay?
Appleby, what do you think?
It's not
Yeah.
exactly our fault. The journey was longer than they intended.
We can provide it for you, but not the rest of them. But they
Alright.
get the company discount, though.
So how much would the rest of their food cost?
Yeah,
5 of
so,
them, 8 days.
About a set of rations per one person per one day would be 5 caps. Employee discount, you get 1 cap off. It adds up. So that's 4 caps per person per day. How long's the trip?
8 days.
8 days. I have a Pip-Boy with a calculator on it. Beep, boop.
32 times 5.
What?
What?
160 roughly.
I thought it was 35.
Well, 32.
Y'all can do
160.
math.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I forgot
160
it.
caps.
That's what I said.
160.
160.
160 cap
I
per
forgot it
person or
back to 5.
total?
Yeah.
That's what it was.
5
Total.
times 4 times
Right,
8.
so for one of you it would be 20. Whoa, math. No, it would be, for one person it would be
32.
32.
Yeah, 32. Yep.
Right.
You all can scavenge if you so desire. You are going through very rural areas without much, so you're not going to find much Blamco mac and cheese, but you could go hunting. You could scavenge for vegetables.
Hey, Taps.
Yeah.
Are you good at hunting? With your falcon?
Yo, yeah. Definitely.
I don't know if they won't provide the supplies. What if you looked for some game for us?
I'd be happy to do that.
I'm used to being on my own too, Doc. I know my way around the forest and the fields.
Do you, though?
Oh, plenty.
Not as much as Taps,
Well,
though.
I
She's got
mean,
a falcon to look for food.
Frankie, if you want, you can, scavenge for some, like, root vegetables, things like that. Edible
Oh,
plants.
yeah, I know exactly where those grow.
You can look for trumpet trees and stuff. I'm sure you could find those.
No, but Doc, if you could make one, that'd be great.
It'll be his next project after that.
And
The
a
Sarcastic, or does he actually know how to scavenge?
Anyway, I can also, I have I'm good at talking to people. I don't know how to say that I have a mechanic that allows me the 15% cutoff from bartering with people.
Oh, here's the problem. You can't take 15% off of 4 because there's nothing less than a cap.
Well, I'm meaning
Oh, wait, you
the
can take it off
total.
the total.
Take it off the total. So if we need to, I can.
I'm going to go
Right.
ahead and get half rations for everyone, and we'll scavenge the rest.
How about I'll go with you, and then we can get that thing in, and then we can scavenge the rest.
Well, the problem is I think we already had that scene.
I told you, it's like we're unpaid interns.
A little bit.
Says the man who just received.
So if you wanted to come in
100
after me,
caps.
that would work.
I had to give them away.
But that's
I
that's the
had
conversation
to.
we were just having a minute ago, is the problem. Do you want to come in after, though?
I just want to get this 10% and use
Well,
it.
maybe
15 or
maybe
10?
picks
I think
things
it's
should be
just
helpful.
10.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, what is that? That's
60.
144.
So if we're doing
Well,
80,
they're getting
it'd be
half.
72.
Okay, there you go.
Mentally,
So
when he's
8
like,
caps off.
you can find trumpet trees, Margie's just like, does he mean trumpet vines?
Dun dun dun.
Frankie wishes musical instrument grew on trees.
Trumpet
That
vines
would
are
be
real.
great.
All right.
They don't grow
He's
trumpets.
just, I think he's
They
just
grow
dissing
flowers.
Frankie.
Margie doesn't know that. She's like, I
Frankie
think he's
doesn't know
got his
that.
horticulture wrong. So she's not gonna say that.
All right. Pix and I got us 4 days of rations apiece. The rest we can go ahead and scavenge. Each of you owe me 14 caps.
All right.
Take it out of my next paycheck. Are we getting a next paycheck?
Are we still
you
pursuing
dead?
Courtland?
I assumed we were, but
Then yes.
I think I found a way to bring a pencil.
you'd think they provide the supplies, since we had to pay out of our own pockets for the beer and the other plans for rescuing him, but
How
I
come
guess
the
we
company
can-
doesn't provide us beer? what kind of country
What kind
are
of
we in?
a company?
these
That
are
has been
on-the-job
for provision
expenses.
At some point.
Well, maybe I'll bring it up with Ulster
Wait,
when
how
we get
many
back.
caps was it?
Hold
14.
on, they gave
14?
you plenty.
Okay.
They gave you 200 Captain Starter Corporal, obviously.
Barnes.
Mm-hmm. And, I lost the rest of my caps because I had to borrow from him.
You borrowed. Wait,
Never mind. I'll just work for minimum.
what happened to your next paycheck? Did you pay it back to him?
Yes, I did.
Oh, did you charge a good interest rate?
No, Doc was sharing his caps with the pigs over here.
Sharing? That sounds very nice and kind.
Yep. Unlike
Just like a
our
good American
employers,
would do.
but anyway, we should be on our way.
I was
All right.
really nervous there for a moment.
I
Okay.
can't go anything too socialist or progressive because of Sergeant Corporal here.
Barnes.
That is correct.
Has to be
So-
some sort of business move.
You have 4 days provisions. Are you all ready to go?
Yeah, you guys are.
Fine.
Okay.
Okay.
So, you all are on the road, walking across the pockmarked, pothole-marked route of Interstate 70. So, very first locale, I would like 2 people to be the lookouts. Who shall they be?
If she's
If you
looking
look out,
out,
you,
she
you can't scavenge, is the thing.
Never mind.
Yep. So there's 4 scavengers and 2 lookouts. Is the
Well, maybe
Can
we
I
can look
sit
out and
temporary
we can
thing
also
we're
do our
playing
thing while we do that. So we'll take care of
Can
it.
I send Hennig to help them scout?
I forgot about your dog.
Or to help them, be lookouts?
Yeah. Sure.
To reduce the difficulty by one.
Absolutely.
Jules knows
Yeah.
Hennig. It's cool.
Would Hennig understand those commands, though?
He's used to looking out for danger, so it's
Yeah,
just
okay.
a sense of listening for approaching danger.
Okay.
Is Hennig the sort of dog that has commands but only in Swedish or something like that?
He's the one that only I can issue commands unless I give him the okay for other people,
Commands in ancient Greek.
basically.
German.
That'd be kind of epic.
You guys are a bunch of nerds. No. All right. So who's looking out? Okay. Perception, please. Perception plus survival.
The difficulty is reduced by 1, correct, for Hennig?
Correct. If it's related to sight or smell.
So that's left leg.
Wrong.
What does
guy.
that mean?
Oh.
Okay, so this, to be fair, did not actually roll an 8. It just got knocked by the other one. I will be honest about that.
Maybe you should roll this one at a time.
Roll
Well,
them both
I,
at the
I
same-
did. That's the problem.
Oh,
And the
okay,
one
okay.
hit
Roll
the
them
other
both.
one
Yeah, I gotcha. Yep.
because I rolled the left leg.
Okay, right, left leg. All right.
But that's still 2 successes.
2 successes.
Critical, but yeah.
Okay. Levi.
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. Well, 2 successes, and the difficulty is decreased by 1 because Hennig. All right. Who is scavenging?
Me.
All right. Okay.
And-
I would like everyone to roll a perception plus survival check for.
Are you scavenging or hunting?
Is
Well-
It's going to be the same check no matter what.
Yeah. Yes and yes.
Yeah, so perception and survive.
Perception is survival. See if these dice will favor me tonight.
5.
5 successes.
No, that's how much I can get to get a success. That's
Oh.
3 successes.
That's still pretty
Really?
nifty.
Did you roll a
Oh!
natural 1?
Yep.
Well, and it's
Wow. Okay.
I know which dice roll
Dang.
relatively well.
4
lowly.
successes.
Dang
4
taps.
successes.
Plus, she has her corn cob with her, who also reduces sight,
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh,
perception
I'm just-
checks by
That's
1.
true. So technically a 5 total. Yeah.
I find an entire herd
An
of
entire hidden
moose.
civilization.
Find
Yeah.
a very,
I find the Garden of
very-
Eden.
El Dorado.
Very, very meaty looking
Atlantis,
doe.
above ground.
rat stag, that is.
You found a red stag.
Yep.
You have
Wow.
to kill it.
It changed
You
genders
will
in
have
the
to kill it.
mutation.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
Gorgeous.
So with that high score, you definitely have a very close drop on this. So even if you miss, I will say you're probably going to have 4 chances to kill this thing.
All right.
So, because it's going to run away if you shoot it first. I need to get the rule book.
The
I've
rulebook.
only ever needed 2
I just have the
what?
image
shots.
of pigs hunting, but instead of hunting, it's Red Dead Redemption where you're doing that multi-shot, and she's just like shooting out the deer's legs, and it's just dying.
I mean, you can, but
It's
that's
just very unnecessary. That just went
generally-
through my head. I was like,
generally don't want to mutilate the animal as much as you can. But if you shoot the limbs,
Yeah, if it's low
Yeah.
enough, then you're not getting any meat with the shot anyway.
Fair enough.
anyway,
Yeah, it's
sorry.
just kind of-
continue.
That's like also why you
it's
it's
kind
just
of
kind of
head,
exciting.
even though it's
inhumane.
hard, is like
Yeah.
really nice. You're not ruining any meat. You can drop it
Actually,
instantaneously.
the slower you kill an animal, the more its adrenaline and lactic acid build up in the meat, and it can actually make the meat taste more gamey.
Right, but that's another point for headshots.
But a headshot or a quick, clean
Yeah.
heart and lung shot kills it quickly, and so it doesn't have enough time to panic.
Yeah.
all right. So,
Humane killing. It tastes better.
are you gonna kill this thing, or are you just
Oh,
going to
yeah.
admire it?
No, he's dinner.
All right.
You can do both.
All right,
That's
Wow.
true.
What am I rolling
Neat.
for?
you're rolling for
Hunters do most of
agility
the
and
conservation work in
shooting your
America.
gun.
believe it or
Yeah.
not.
What am I rolling for? Sorry, I'm making
shooting
corn
your-
cob out of yarn.
You're shooting your gun.
I'm shooting my gun, so I'm shooting for
Shoot to kill.
15.
15.
Oh.
1 success.
1 success. Okay. I will say that does pass because I said you've got like technically 5. So you were at ideal range right now. Do you have a scope on your rifle?
Yes.
You
Oh,
do.
I don't. Or
Oh, do we have
No.
put that? No, I don't.
That's a mod.
Correct. So since you rolled so well at that, I would essentially start you out at ideal distance for that, and ideal distance for hunting rifle is
Medium range.
medium range. Okay, and then it'll go long, and then supremely long, or whatever it's called in the rulebook. So go ahead and roll damage on that.
D6.
Oh, do you
How
want to
many?
here? I've
Oh
got
yeah, you
actual-
have the actual.
The actuals.
6.
The help.
I rolled
Where did the
60.
one
Yeah,
extra go?
so you're going to re-roll one of those. So that's
5 and 2 effects.
5 and 2 effects.
5 and 2 effects.
Piercing is the effect.
So
I think?
5. And then 2 of
Yes.
those are.
Piercing. And 2 effects, so technically 7. Okay. I'll go ahead and roll the. I know we just discussed that this is not necessarily ideal, but since you weren't aiming for a particular location, you hit it directly in the torso in what seems to be a pretty close to lethal blow. It's not dead yet, though,
But it's
and it
crippled.
starts running away. No.
Get him.
No, not on 7 damage.
Quick, get
Or
before the
is it
lactic
5
acid
damage?
gets
Oh
it.
wait, yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's true.
It's a
5
critical
Sorry.
damage to
hit.
the torpo.
I forgot about critical hits for a moment there. Yeah, so 5 points of damage
Like you're
would.
having a stroke.
I am a little bit. The torpo.
Interesting. So you're seeing that it's starting to bleed profusely, but it is starting to move away from you.
Any capitals forget your perks, or I get on sleep, or I'm like, I get any capacity, or like,
It is now its
anything
turn,
happens, speech is the first
and it is
step.
going to run away
I'm encoding
and take
so fast.
1 point of damage.
We gotta take all the points in the
From
campaign.
blood.
When
It is
you
your
say
turn
something
again.
that
It is
slowly
now
no one can parse
long.
and put them all together.
So you get to add 1 combat die to that, so you should have rolled 7.
Oh.
Very
And
nice.
you can, if you take the aim minor action, you can aim at any specific body part with no increased difficulty.
Okay, so I just roll for.
Yeah, are you aiming for a specific
Yes,
part?
I'm gonna. Well, I don't hunt in real life. Where's a real
Well,
good spot to hit?
Just hit the torso.
Okay, hit the torso.
Tabs would know.
It's
Tabs
like
would know. I don't know. Tabs would know.
here, ish.
That's right, isn't it? Like
The
behind-
anatomy's fairly similar. It's like behind the shoulder blade, I think.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably a tag skill for you, right?
That's three successes for you.
3 successes.
'Cause you hit on a 15.
3.
Dang.
All right.
Yeah.
Difficulty was 2. So,
So take a cap.
yeah.
Be careful of
I
your
can't reach it.
microphone.
I can't reach it. None of us can reach it.
Sorry.
That's my fault. I'm going to put it right
Nice
there in the
move.
middle.
All right. Oh, and do keep track of ammo. That is quite important.
Oh yeah.
After that second shot, the red stag falls to the ground with a thud. The area that you guys are in is, well, it's very flat rural Ohio, except most of the crops are gone. So it kind of looks a little bit more, well, barren.
Just
A
sad.
little bit desert-like in that plants just haven't grown here for quite a long time.
Like West Texas.
Yeah,
An
there you go.
absolute disgusting wasteland that no one ever should be.
Wow. I really hope none of our viewers live in West Texas.
We apologize on Levi's
The
behalf if
people
you're
in
from
West Texas are fine. It's the landscape. that's bad.
I have a problem with that.
Lubbock Jim is going to join the chat and be like,
Oh,
hey!
I actually know
you
a
can't
lot
say
of people
this."
in Lubbock.
Okay. Go figure.
And all of them are watching right now.
I doubt it.
They
Just
all
be very funny. Though.
had the sense that something ill was being said about Texas.
Like half of
Texans
them
do
are from
tend to have
Mexico.
that sense. They're just like, my Texan sense are tingling.
No, Texas is perfect. They'll go to like the Garden of Eden and be like, not Texas enough. It's like, no one likes your state. It's just West
Guys,
Texas. is
before the
ugly.
deer has the whole lactic acid, let's get to the
Lactic
deer.
acid.
Yeah,
Let's kill the deer.
What?
let's get to that
Oh,
deer.
the deer's dead already.
So yes,
Where the
we
deer has lactic acid.
we have
Yes.
killed the deer. We have
Oh,
killed the deer.
Hurry, we have
All
to
right.
Moving on.
Yep, killed
So
the
you go to, I guess the word here would be harvest? Or butcher, yeah.
Yeah.
Butcher this rat stag. So I'm going to need you to make an endurance plus survival check.
My dice keep ending up on the other side of the table.
What? Wait, no. Interesting. What am I rolling for?
It's the first time
The
we've ever
difficulty
used
is
butchering
0.
mechanics.
So,
Whoa.
what'd you say? Endurance plus what?
Survival.
I assume it means you can't fail at butchering. It just depends how much you get out of it or something.
No.
not bad.
According to the book, you just get two dice roll of it. Okay, yeah, so go ahead and roll 2 damage die, please.
Oh, to
Oh.
Oh.
Zero.
Nothing.
Damage die were blank.
0?
New
Yeah.
mechanic,
Okay.
who dis?
No.
New
No.
game.
I literally made it a point to say this is an incredibly juicy looking. I mean, maybe you just absolutely pulverized it with your hunting rifle.
In a
but
fit
it's
of
a hunting
rage.
rifle. It's what this is built
She's
for.
a hunter.
Honestly,
Right.
to destroy an entire deer with a hunting rifle is like, what kind of rifle
Yeah.
are you using, girl?
Maybe there's like a minimum
got
amount
big
that you can
bitty.
get from it, and then these are for any extra that you
Yeah,
manage.
maybe
to
for
put
this
with
we
it.
can just tweak it how we need to.
Well,
New game, who dis?
truth be told, I was
Attack
actually
one.
going to say you get 4 portions of Radstag meat coming from the perception check that you initially rolled, which is a lot. That will
Yay.
count for 4 meals for 4 individual people per day. Sorry, I hate the math.
What?
It's 1 unit of food is 1 Radstag.
So it replaces a ration.
Correct.
Okay. So 2 of us are eating rations tonight. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, sure.
Mhm.
Yep.
Well, you have as much food as you
Radstag
want,
meat
though.
also
Yeah.
does have a stats bonus that I don't know off the top of my mind, but might be something to keep in mind, especially considering the rest of you all are also scavenging, correct?
Do they do radiation damage?
Yeah, I
Oh.
think. A little bit. You roll a die to see if you actually get it or not.
Oh, fair enough.
All right.
It's what the extra lead in the meat's for.
That's why we use
Nuclear
lead.
physicist brain
That's why we use
dying.
lead
No.
utensils for.
No!
Margie's just the meme of that one lady with the whiteboard, like,
Radstag meat. Oh wow, it does nothing.
so we're
Yes.
fine.
Pick a
Okay.
better animal.
Well, it gives you no stat bonus, but
Oh.
it does heal 8 hit points, which is pretty
What?
impressive.
Nice.
If only any of us were damaged at all.
Yep.
I'm
And it also
emotionally
does 1
damaged.
damage die.
Emotional
of-
damage.
Rads.
How about this? How about I'll say it was a really, really good Radstag to kill for this. So I'm gonna say you actually get, for the sake of simplicity, 6 units of meat that would suffice for a ration, and 2 official rad stag meat things that can used to heal HP.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Just because there's meat that you can subsist on, and then there's stuff that stats bonus.
It's like the tendons
We're
and
figuring-
stuff. It's like
yeah.
you can't eat it. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So how does scavenging go for the rest of the gang?
Good question. Survival plus 1.
One success.
Okay. Find a potato.
Yeah!
That's all he ever wanted.
Jacob.
I'd rolled 3.
3. Okay.
3 potatoes.
3 potatoes.
Potato and potato are different things.
Levi was right. Apparently, they look like tomatoes, but when you bite into them, they're mushy and disgusting, but full of nutrients.
Yeah.
So they're
Yeah.
like they're potatoes disguised as tomatoes.
Fallout has ruined
It's
everything good in this world.
Weird. Because
Boy.
the games also have potatoes.
War never changes.
Not true. Not true.
Potatoes never
Next.
change.
Along the way, you spot a service station for automobiles going on I-70, and it looks like it's been cleaned through countless times. But you decide just to check, for luck. Let's see what we get. Might be worth a shot. And you manage to find 1 ice-cold Nuka-Cola in an exterior fridge outside.
I see why they left this behind. I put it away. Fix does not know anything. And she heads back.
Everybody.
I mean like she puts it in her bag. Like she's
Okay.
taking it.
Right. But everybody knows what Nuka-Cola is. It's
Would I know what Nuka-Cola
everywhere.
is?
Yes.
I think this
Yes,
might be
even there.
this might be a Pix skill issue.
I don't know, man. It's literally like Coca-Cola. It's everywhere. It's the biggest corporation in the world.
I think Tabs would be more likely to not know what it
Okay.
is.
even
just being in the
there,
mountains.
It's everywhere. I mean, she probably knows what Mountain Dew is at least.
Yeah.
Alright. I disappointedly take it and put it in my bag because I don't like corporations. And I'll go.
Okay.
Oh, don't tell
I'm
that
gonna
to
be
Sergeant
honest.
Corporal.
It is mandatory. You are in America. You know what Nuka-Cola is.
Even Frankie knows what Nuka-Cola
Everybody knows what Nuka-Cola
Sergeant
is.
Corporal
Tabs
has
knows
taken
what
over
Nuka-Cola
Spencer.
is. She's
Oh,
been
is the
scavenging
word-
for the past 12 years.
Is like down south, do they call all kinds of sodas Nukas?
I'll take a Nuka-Cola, please. Which
I-
one?
The sarsaparilla,
Quartz?
please.
I don't know.
That's the funniest thing is when you're like, I want a Coke, and they're like, what kind? And you're like, a root beer. And like,
Yep, whenever people
to
say that,
anyone
I'm
else,
like,
it's like
Civil War shit.
that
coming
doesn't.
in.
While everyone's doing
Okay,
their
sorry.
stuff by themselves, I want to stay at the camp and continue working on my blueprints.
All right. Where is? Did you happen to write down how much you've done so far?
Dude.
I've gotten one. I passed one check. You said we need to pass 8 checks total for
Okay.
this.
Yes.
So I passed 1.
Right. All right. Would you mind writing down the complexity and scale of this task?
I don't remember. I just
That's
know I need
okay.
to get a 3 successes for each
Oh, okay.
one.
That's the complexity. So
Okay.
complexity is essentially the difficulty.
Is the scale the 8?
Correct. Scale
Yeah.
is how
I see.
big or vast the project would be. So yeah, go ahead and roll a intelligence plus science check.
Crud. I only got 1. I didn't pass it.
Okay. Any complications?
Nope.
Okay.
Just stumping you.
Yeah. Feel like you're not making as much progress today. Maybe you're just not good for pastoral settings for inspiration. You're supposed to be in a lab.
Dumb crickets.
I should have put my
must
lab
be
coat
those.
on. I could have rebuilt.
Is that for real?
Yeah. I like how like the idea of just like everyone who looks at you wearing a lab coat assumes that you know what you're doing.
Well-
In this universe, they're like, I do know what I'm doing.
Okay, I
Do
have
that.
a chef outfit, and like, it changes you. Like, if you're in the kitchen and you're just like in a t-shirt and jeans, you're like, oh, I'm cooking. I don't know, I'm just a cook. And then when you
Right.
put on a chef outfit and you're in the kitchen, you're like, gourmet.
Ratatouille.
Beautiful.
Exactly. I want to make.
You guys
ratatouille
need
now.
to hear the description of this in the game because it sounds exactly like what you just described.
Oh no.
Spencer,
Yes.
could I have taken
Profit.
time while scavenging
The
to
worst
change my outfit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You're just out in the middle of the woods, like, any provisions? Strip.
Frankie wasn't having the best
There's
of
a
luck, so
large
he decided
tree.
to make the most
Pix
of
is
it.
just like, I know
I didn't find
what's
much.
out in
That's
these
because I
woods.
was in a changing room the whole time.
And by that I mean behind a tree.
By that I mean the civilization was actually facing the side of the tree that I was on, so it did not hide anything.
But the Radstag didn't see it. That's for
I
sure.
don't think we were together, were we? Were we just all in 3 separate directions?
Romantically, no, you're not.
I imagine you were in 3 separate
Yeah,
directions.
so no one would have seen
Margie would
Frankie.
have
Yeah,
something to say about that.
Here's the description for lab coat.
You're
Special.
simple.
Between the utility of the design and simply feeling smarter while wearing one, a lab coat allows you to reroll a single d20 on one intelligence-based skill test you make each scene. It's just like, I
Darn,
feel
that
smarter,
sounds really
therefore-
useful,
I
but
am.
Jules
That
would not
does.
wear one.
It's kind of like when someone walks up to you and says, "Oh, you're really good at this thing," as you're doing it, and you're like, "I am," and then you feel like you're better at doing it, and you're
Well,
going at it with more confidence.
It's either that or you feel suddenly under intense scrutiny and
Oh,
mess
I'm
it
talking
up
about
to a
someone
grand
passing
scale.
by and being like, "That's something you're so good at," and then walking
Yeah.
away. It's like, yeah, I am.
Morale
so then being
is
like,
incredibly-
"Oh, is
incredibly
this that
important.
thing that you're good at that your value is tied up in?" And you're like,
Let me scrutinize it for you.
"I've never done this before in my life," and then you prove that you've never done this before in
Yeah.
your life and mess it up. You're like,
But
"I
at any
swear."
rate, Pip Tongue
Pressure,
does not
pressure.
move forward,
No.
That is true.
despite a valiant effort.
All right. As you all move forward between the rather repetitive fields of Ohio. What?
Could we have a scene?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
I didn't want to
I
do
might
anything until the
interrupt it at one
scavenging
point.
was over.
No, that's okay. Go for it.
I just figured since Jules and Margie are both on watch,
Yeah.
Jules would ask Margie at some point, Did you have a chance to pick up that laser weapon?
Yes, I found one at the Armnesium.
You got a minute to see if we can teach you how to use it?
Yes, please.
Here, let me take a look.
Hands it.
And so this is definitely different than my laser rifle. So I'm gonna take a minute to kind of.
Similar, believe it or not.
Really?
Yep. One just doesn't have a stock.
All right. All right. Well, the thing you need to know about laser weaponry is it's not really reliant on the same things that a gun is. There's no recoil, see? So it's less about holding your ground. It's less about knowing how far something's going to knock you back, and it's more just about focus. And you strike me as someone who's got focus. So go ahead and see if you can hit. Try that branch right there.
All right.
See if you can hit Dr. Fletcher over there.
See if you can hit.
That
Headshot.
Oh, how about Frankie? Body goes.
Ragdoll.
Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't focus. It was determination. It was the strength of my feelings.
No more tongue for Pip.
Oh,
That's the weirdest threat.
So,
Okay.
Perception plus energy weapons.
oop. That's pretty good.
2 successes.
2?
Yeah.
What did you say you were going to shoot?
A branch.
A branch.
Not Frankie.
No. The branch is on the other side of the tree that Frankie's changing behind.
Suddenly leaves start spilling down. He goes, oh no.
Puts his arm around
He puts his towel on and goes, what's going on out there?
He has it like wrapped around and he has the one on his head.
The
There's a
turban.
little
He's
door in the
just
tree.
gotten the pants on. He's like, "What?"
Zip.
you see Frankie bite the dirt.
He's in the mob. He knows.
So, a branch.
Yeah. So you shoot directly at that branch and hit it close to where it's actually intersecting with either a larger branch or the trunk itself. And the entire branch just falls to the ground. And you just see a warm light slowly emanate from it as it catches fire. It's a laser, man. It's dead wood that you just shot.
Oh.
It's not much. But
So I'll like walk over and kind of stomp out the fire.
yeah, it's just one tiny little branch.
Good. All right. Now, see that the fence over there?
Make sure and count your ammo.
I am.
Okay.
I want you to see if you can shoot a couple of the fence posts. Pick one and then shoot at it.
Does it always catch on fire?
I mean, you got to understand this is a laser. If the thing's flammable, it's going to catch on fire. Now, I'm going to talk with you while you do this, because the important thing with laser weapons is focus, and you're not going to be staring and watching when you're going to shoot during combat. You are going to be trying to avoid getting hit. So, while you're shooting, tell me a little bit about Cooney.
It's
Fire.
isolated. What? Did you say?
I said fire.
Oh, I fired. 1 success.
Yeah. That'll hit. It's a stationary target.
It's isolated. There's really only one path that anyone knows of out of it, but it's still not that safe.
Fire.
No successes on this one.
All right. You missed that time.
All right, gotta focus. Just talk and shoot. What did you like about community?
Most of the people there are really.
A bullet zings past you above your head.
Where did that come
Fire! Says Sergeant Corporal.
I like that he's like ran onto the field and he's like,
from? Does Margie fire?
Fire at what? Is he telling me to fire at him?
He just said fire. Interpret that how you will.
I'll fire at him.
Oh no.
I don't know, man. I think he's in on it. I'm gonna try to non-lethally. I don't know. Hit something that's not gonna be too. Blow him up.
Yeah, fair.
Not gonna be too blow him up.
There's a lot of plants
Oh.
you don't have here. 3 successes.
3. Take 1 action. Oh, no. No action points.
Keep
This
it up.
could be totally abused if you so desired.
Oh.
No one's attacking us tonight. Hey, can you
Shooting
shoot
rats
me?
in a barrel.
Just shooting your friendly NPCs.
Yeah.
All right, what kinds of plants?
Well.
Wait, roll damage.
Oh.
Well, I've got 2 here. Right
It
here.
does 4, I believe.
There's 5.
I'm killing. What's the effect?
I don't
It's
believe there's any
piercing?
for. I don't think so. Off the top of my head.
Let me
go find.
3 damage, 2 of which are effects. I know it doesn't have
Laser god.
vicious.
Oh, it is piercing. Okay, impressive. Wow, that's. Huh. So 1 effect and.
2 effects, 1 normal damage.
Okay. Yeah, you would see, even on a Mr. Gutsy, which is supposed to take consistent laser fire and has military grade armor plating on it, a little bit actually ended up going through. No, you're supposed to fire at the fence post, not me. It's a live fire exercise.
You did
Although-
just shoot at her.
What's that?
You did just shoot at her.
I shot above her. There's a difference.
Well, I didn't know I wasn't going to miss you.
Wait, were you trying to miss me and you hit me? That's
No.
terrible. Oh, you were trying to hit me. That's great.
He's
Good job.
He's very supportive.
Don't do it again, please.
Actually, Sergeant,
And I
if you
expect you to fix me.
I will.
if you want to help out with this, that would be great. Margie, I want you to hit that fence post, that one, and that one. We're going to ask you short questions, and you're going to answer while you do so. I'll ask a question, then you ask one. Margie, favorite color?
Yellow.
Now you. Rapid
That's
fire. We need her to think of things while
2
she's shooting.
successes.
When did the United States declare independence?
That was a while ago.
What's your first
Wrong
memory?
answer.
1 success on that one. What was that question?
What's your first memory?
My father.
My father.
She just stopped. Like, it sounds like there might have been more of it.
Sergeant,
Favorite food?
Raspberry jam.
when's your birthday?
Gosh dang it. I have this information, that's the problem.
So it's somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe there's just too much pressure.
January insert day. That one is a success.
All right, you've been asked to hit 3 targets.
Who is
Did I-
America's greatest enemy?
I don't know any of them.
Who do you trust least in the party?
China. That was the answer to both questions.
Maybe Jerry. I don't know. I don't know what Radamanthus might.
Don't let her hesitate. Ask another question.
When is America's birthday?
I don't know.
You don't? But you said it was a while back. A couple questions ago.
That's like looking at an old person and saying their birthday was a while ago.
What's the last book you read? Fire.
Manual for Mr. Handies?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. That makes sense.
Oh, that's pretty good, actually.
2 successes.
Keep thinking those thoughts.
Good. One more.
Who is the inventor of the Mr. Handy?
Would I know that?
Yeah, roll an intelligence check.
I had a chance at knowing this
Here you go.
one. 1 success.
1. You know the company, Robco.
They're made by Robco?
That works enough.
Are you a robot behind the mask?
What?
Fire.
Fire, fire.
Critical success.
Yeah! Perfect time for it.
Yeah. Very cool.
What? Not looking.
What?
She's too focused.
It's like a heart, like carved onto it. It's like, oh yeah. And it's like, it's like a hole and it's caught on fire.
The
Not-
laser
you know.
beam carves a question mark into the fence post. What?
It's like subtle hand movements.
Well, I think she's learned enough here. I'm impressed by your use of a laser weapon. Ever
That's good,
considered
Margie.
joining the army?
No.
You should. They could certainly use a woman of your caliber.
Is the army still...
No.
Yes.
But really, you're good with this. Just keep doing what you were doing right now, despite the distraction being a little bit different, and you'll be fine. You sure you've never used a laser weapon before?
Yeah, we don't have them.
Well, let me know if you ever want to go shooting again.
Thank you.
Let me know if you want to talk about enlisting.
I should just repair you first.
I would appreciate that. Are you gonna do that?
Yes.
Okay.
This would be like first aid check for robots, right?
Correct. Intelligence plus repair.
Disgraceful.
Difficulty is 2. Okay.
Hold on. I'm getting stuck on this.
This silence brought to you by Robco.
There we
Inventor
go.
of the Mr. Handy.
1 critical success.
Sponsor, your
Critical.
message could go in this awkward
All right.
silence.
I was trying really hard not to get a complication.
What's your repair skill?
It's 4.
Okay. He recovers 4 hit points. Well, thank you. That's the same thing with people. If you pass, it's weird that it's slightly different than robots, but you have to pass a check, and if you pass it, you just, that person recovers whatever your medicine or repair skill number is at.
It's repair for robots and medicine for people, but
Correct.
otherwise it's the
And
same
both for
thing.
cyborgs.
Well,
No.
I'm becoming a cyborg.
That'd be cool.
If I die, that's the arc.
Actually, anyone can help me. I actually think it would be the opposite.
Margie
It's
and
like,
then see
That's
which
it.
one
That's
she
what
needs.
happened
She
is,
needs repair or medicine.
Wait, does that mean if you have 0 in medicine?
Jules
you
said,
can't
"Are you
heal
a
people,
robot?" And you went,
period?
"I don't know.
Correct.
I'm both."
Mm.
That's what happened.
she's like,
All right.
what do you,
You can
call it
stabilize
when
them,
exactly
but,
down
if they
the
were
middle, one
unconscious,
half of
but
your
you
body
can't
is robot and the other half
probably
is
heal any hit
human.
points.
That feels
Will you call
nice.
that?
There's no 51%.
All
What do
right.
you, what
we
do you
should.
call it when...
Yes, so sorry.
So we
That's
all
the
make
scene
it
I
happen.
wanted to
Exact
have.
thirds, and
I can do
1/3 is
CPR
human,
on
1/3
someone,
is human,
but I
1/3
can't
is
do long-term
robot.
care. All right. I will say what they just did, excellent. If you ever want a scene with someone else, in locales and during like scavenging and that sort of thing is an excellent time for that. So that's what I would recommend while we test this locale system. We might have decided on something else eventually, but that's what we're doing right now. As you all keep moving down this long road, Hennig would woof at you, Jules, and you, Margie, and look down the horizon.
What is it you're seeing there? And I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can like follow the dog's like gaze.
Yeah.
What the dog is looking at.
Yeah.
Does
You already
Hennig
rolled this perception check, so you would see a long distance away somebody coming down this road.
Does Hennig like to be petted? I'm petting Hennig.
Just know the
Service dog, do not pet! He bites you.
No.
He doesn't look like he's comfortable with it yet.
You'll get there.
Does he do like the cat thing with like
He's kind of focused on the people that are approaching
makes
you
sense.
guys right
Well, I gotta be honest. When Jules would have like gone down to like see what he was seeing, she probably would have like ruffled his head a little bit.
You're just both bay.
That's
Yeah.
why they brought him.
It just right now he's seen them a lot farther away than you possibly could. So they are just coming down this road. It looks like
Do you say they or
they.
okay, but like singular or plural?
Plural.
One non-binary individual walks down the road.
That sounds like a joke.
It sounds like a joke.
A non-binary individual walks into a bar. The punchline is piss beer, but I don't know what the middle of the joke is.
Well, there's the
All
one
right.
about the non-binary ninja. They slash them.
My
Okay. Anyways,
Okay.
I guess we're just gonna have to wait until we get close enough to figure out who this person is.
Okay. Yeah. Are you just walking forward or waiting?
Let's walk forward.
Okay.
I will let everyone else know if they haven't seen the person yet.
Yeah.
Is everyone still out scavenging, or are we all?
You are all together in the party in this scene, so you're walking down the road. Yep. I infer that scavenging occurs when you guys are like camping for the night, settling down.
Okay.
Where are you guys going?
Down the. You
We're
guys are
all
heading down the
we're all
road,
walking
yeah.
down the road at this point. I think we've made
Oh,
camp.
we've already-
we've
right.
broke
Yeah.
we broke camp.
Correct.
And have
I was
been
like, I
heading-
don't understand the question.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I probably should have described the scene. A
You're
little bit
good,
more.
you're
It's the
good.
middle of the day. You're traveling down.
And you said that. You said that. Then we just had our scene,
Right.
which is the problem.
Is it a lonely road?
I walk a lonely road.
The long and
It's an
winding
interstate.
road.
No. Well, most of the time it's been pretty lonely. These are the first people you've seen on it so far.
Oh,
Evidently
this is
not
the
too many
only
people.
road I've ever known.
Dude, you've literally crossed the country.
Is it
Shut
just
up.
barren?
Only
is
on
it
I-70.
All right.
That's
is it just
fake.
barren
It's not
land
that.
around us?
Pretty much.
Okay.
It's Ohio. Flat.
Okay. Cool.
I'm gonna keep an eye on the person as they come closer,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and as we
Same.
come closer.
As they come closer, you would see it's two individuals, both wearing what looks to be something close to farmers. I hate to say this, but the closest way I can describe it is like farmer tactical.
Nice.
So overalls and what looks to be a bunch of pouches, and one of them has some kind of two-handed rifle or something on their shoulder, and the other does not. They are approaching you, and they probably see you as well, and are not changing any way in which they walk.
Just don't make eye contact.
They wouldn't know.
Yeah,
Oh.
just don't look at them. Just pretend you don't notice them. Ignore them.
I'm gonna look as if I'm not looking at them.
I know. And then you're gonna, yep.
Nice.
Quick question. Does your gas mask have a mirrored finish?
Yeah.
Okay. I figured.
It's
Good.
like one of those, because there's a bunch of different colors that you can get it in modern day, so I don't know. It's
Yeah.
like a
Fair.
bluey green mirrored finish.
Right. Gotcha. Good to know. Okay. As you all are coming closer, you would see the person with the rifle looks to be a male ghoul, not a male deliverer. Okay. Sorry. A male ghoul wearing a blue uniform with
This is-
overalls as the accentuated piece.
The gender non-specific of mailman is male ghoul.
So,
Yeah.
male ghoul with overalls.
Yeah. And a female human. I don't know how to call, because ghouls are humans. I don't know
Yeah.
what to call a non-ghoulified person.
A
You just say
human.
person.
Yeah.
We're all people.
There you go.
Yeah.
But then that
Do they-
also
But-
includes ghouls.
Right, yeah.
Do they appear to be like a couple, or are they just walking together?
Roll for relational insight.
Do we recognize the uniform at all?
Roll an intelligence check on that. Intelligence plus speech. This is a current event check.
What would my check be?
Perception plus speech.
Can I?
Okay.
Two?
2 success. 2.
Yeah, they're wearing a union uniform.
Oh.
2 successes. Could be.
Can
It's
I?
a guy and a girl walking on a road.
That'd
Oh,
be
it's
enough.
a date. It's a date.
no, it's
Um,
not.
can
But
I-
you would know. They could even be siblings or just friends. There are
Workplace
many
proximity
options.
associates.
Yeah,
Or
that's
close
true.
workplace activities.
Proximity associates.
Can I insight if they seem to be neutral towards us, or like if they're eyeing us,
Yeah,
if they're
sure.
like interested.
Yeah, perception plus speech.
That's not going to be anything.
Well, I can't tell you basic knowledge. They just look to be using this road. It doesn't seem that they're eyeing you too
Fascinating.
suspiciously.
I thought that they were walking down this road without using it, but now I've been proven wrong.
Well, I mean, they could be using this road to hunt people. And it doesn't seem like they're doing that. They're walking on this road to go somewhere, which is how most people
Are
use
everybody on the right side of the road so we don't get confused and run into them?
Everyone take this rope.
I was about to say, what are you, my preschool teacher?
Everybody hold hands.
No, we just trying to.
I guess,
avoid
yeah,
awkward
I guess we'll do
situations.
it. We'll do it. We'll go to the right.
You all go to the right side of the road, and they are also on the right.
Wait, we're running into them?
They're right. Sorry.
They're
They're
right.
right.
Oh. I was like, okay, we're not gonna move. We're the larger group here.
Yeah.
And they pass by you, and the ghoul just says, "Howdy," and keeps walking.
Hiya, friend.
And that is that.
All ghouls know each other.
School code.
The ghoul wave.
I knew this guy. He was a ghoul. Do you know him?
I hate that.
He made barbecue.
I hate that passing someone on the road gave us
Oh,
this
yeah,
much
that-
anyway.
Yep.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we passed them.
Let's keep moving.
I
Yep.
figured it would.
Of course.
He's just being cruel.
Just being realistic.
You need to write the book on cruel geometry.
He's like, next time
You
you,
could-
pass someone on the road, they shoot you in the back.
Well, I was just existing, and Sergeant Corporal's shooting at me, and I'm like, Barnes.
No, he wasn't shooting at you. He was shooting above you.
I almost called him the wrong name.
All right.
All right. So
Mm.
that is the first locale on this trip done. You all have gotten through 3 days of travel so far. Next, you would start to see much more busy-looking town. As far as you see it, it still looks to be ruins like most other places, but unlike the rural area that you all were through, it's not just, hey, look, a town, and it's 2 buildings. So, next locale, who's going to take watch, and who's going to do something else?
I need to scavenge for ammo, probably.
Yeah. I feel like Pix is no good at looking, but she should have her turn to look.
I feel like the problem is that
I would
they
like
both
to
do
work on
similar
Pip
things.
Tongue. So, I'm going to opt out of this one.
So, Pix and who else are doing perception checks? You can
Pix-
just have one person.
Pix
do
just
it.
says, "I'm gonna go look around." She turns, immediately hits like the side of the like a tree, and like goes around it and like starts walking to where to look outside.
Have fun.
Okay. She
Alright.
like hits a bush.
So, just one person looking out.
Who's looking up?
It's a bad idea,
Pix
but
is smacking
okay.
into
Problem
things.
is that scavenging
Miss
uses the
Ortega.
same skills.
Again, Julian, but sure.
All right. I've been trying to work on the tongue, but I can't. I've been running into a wall. I don't know how the electronics work. I was
Oh, just
wondering
like
if you could.
Pix. Well, she ran into a tree.
I
Yes.
heard that.
But
Did
I
you run
was-
into a tree?
Yes, metaphorically speaking, and I was wondering if I could have a little bit of help working on
I mean, I
this.
was hoping to give you some time tonight anyways, so yes. Now, show me what you've been working on.
All right, so here's what I have as far as the chemistry goes for the receptors. I
I
figured
am
there's
so sorry. I know where you're going with this. When you're doing a project like this, everybody needs to do independent checks.
Mhm.
You can't.
Well, we're each going to do a check.
Yeah,
This is
we're
just
each
for
gonna
flavor.
do
Okay,
a
yeah,
check.
yeah.
We're just
All right.
role
yep.
play collaboration.
Okay.
Now, see, the way that I've modified Pip, this is kind of how his sensory perception works at the moment. That only extends to sight and hearing, not smell or taste or
I have a
touch.
camera eye. I'm watching every.
I'll go ahead and lift up my Pip voice so you can see the look.
I'm gonna put my lab coat on before I get started.
All right.
Can I use one of our momentum for the Pip tongue?
Did you lose one from the last locale? How many do you have left? Or
We had two,
they-
right?
Do they carry from locale to locale?
you lose one. Technically every scene, but I'm just saying one locale is one scene.
Well, we only had the one, right?
I thought we had two, but I could be wrong.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
I'm gonna
But it's
reroll.
alright. I can just do this.
I'm gonna reroll.
You can do this.
I got 4 successes.
Oh.
Okay, get one action point.
Um.
Well,
I want to say that's 3. This is
It is.
science. Yeah.
Plus intelligence.
3.
3. Okay. Mark that down on total successes that you've
Sweet.
got on this conceptualization project so far. So there's 2. So now you're at
3.
3. Yeah. You're making good progress on it. You're almost halfway through blueprinting it. Then you gotta acquire the parts, then you gotta build it. But that will take much less time.
That's fine. We're working on it. We're collaborating. Partners in
Just
science.
recreating synths here.
Nice.
It's all right.
Not quite. Creating robot tongue is not the same as creating synth. It's
One part.
I mean, yeah, but maybe you don't give it the rest. It's just a tongue.
Okay.
Oh, Pip,
You
what-
all
what
continue
tongue
through
you
this
want to link you with.
slightly more urban area than you were in. Pix, roll that perception check, please.
Should I use that, guys? Because I have.
Hennig's probably gonna go with you
Is
to
it
help.
perception survival? That is 5.
Holy
So I'll
moly.
take Hennig.
Dang.
5.
All right.
Yeah, to get it.
Difficulty is 2. Well, now it's 1.
You can do it.
Oh, you got this.
Pix runs into another tree. 0.
All right. So we'll deal with more scavenging later. But first off, as you all are traveling, just on this road, and without any of you realizing it, maybe during the time when Pix was supposed to keep watch, you just hear someone say, "Okay, everybody, stop moving."
No.
And to your left, there is what looks to be just a teenage boy with a grenade launcher, he's just pointing it at you all.
What are you gonna do with that, boy?
Well, I'm gonna fire a grenade at you if you don't get off my lawn.
Is it loaded?
Well, get off his lawn.
Well,
There's a
What
grenade.
lawn?
Are we
well,
standing?
we'll get off. We'll get
You're
off
on the
your
middle of
lawn.
the road right now. You're not on anyone's lawn.
Pardon me, sir, but I don't think this is your lawn.
It's his lawn. He has a grenade launcher.
All
We'll
right,
get
fair
up.
enough, fair enough.
We're
Don't you know where you are?
your lawn.
This
I
is
know.
Hartmania. This is the city of the small people, the like Lilliputian people.
Oh, yeah.
And he
What?
points back to himself,
Gulliver's
or
Travels
back behind
reference?
him, and there is, I kid you not, a small diorama of a town like right behind him.
Are there any people in this little tiny town?
Roll a perception check, survival focus.
I think that's probably going to be 1. Yeah, that's 1.
Nope, doesn't look like good people.
Okay.
It just looks like a small diorama of a town, mostly built by stone.
I'm an empiricist. I believe my eyes more than I believe what he's saying. But we don't have to tell him that.
I'm gonna look at him because I came around and there's like there's like a pine cone stuck in my hair in front of my eyes and I pull it off. Oh, hey. Oh, hi. I heard about the little people. So you're the
I'm the guardian of Hartmania.
I use what is it called? Widow,
No,
whatever it is.
you don't.
No, I
This is
don't.
a minor. No.
Oh,
You
He's a
don't.
minor.
All right.
Oh,
All right,
I
listen.
forget that I'm younger than.
Are we allowed
I'm
to
not
kill
as old,
children
so I
in
think
this?
I am.
I'm curious.
Hypothetically, but I would probably kill you if you did.
Okay.
Hey, look. We're coming from near Columbus. That's the land of the giants to the east.
Okay?
There was an invasion of giants. They're coming this way. You might want to watch out for them.
That's exactly what the giants invading would say. Also,
we're just traveling through, so actually,
We're
if you don't
escaping.
mind, we're just going to head along.
Yeah. Have fun.
stay away from the springs. That's all we make here. You think that there's water here? There's not. We just make springs here.
Good idea. We'll stay away from that. Thank you for the warning.
Roll a medicine check, please.
He is not okay. Do we need a medicine check for that?
2 successes.
He is not okay, and he has suffered some. He's suffering from some sort of neurological condition. Something has affected his mind.
Clearly.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about. It strikes you as something less genetic and more
Like a concussion.
possibly
Drugs.
something. induced.
Definitely drugs.
How old does this kid look?
Definitely coked out.
He looks like 16.
All right, Miss Ortega, this kid, there's
Julian.
something wrong with him. Okay. I'm gonna tranquilize him and see if I can help him. Can you, like, distract him?
What are you guys talking about over there?
We're talking about the giants.
All right, deception check.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
17's. Nope.
Got 3. What are you doing with that little dart gun there?
He's
I didn't have it
he's
in
a
my hands
doctor.
yet.
He makes his own chemicals, actually. That's why he's with our group. He wanted to better equip you for the giants we're running away from when they come here. We figured one kid against all of them.
I don't believe in giants, okay? I believe in small people. There's a difference.
Well, you've read Gulliver's Travels, haven't you? Lilliputian?
Taps. Shoot him.
Yeah.
I thought you moved the actual gun.
No, he's giving you.
Yeah, that's right. It's a book.
Shoot him.
Can Tabitha,
fictional
when
book.
he's not paying attention, just
She's
Fletcher?
shooting him.
He handed,
not the gun
he
gun,
handed
the
this-
dart
She's going to
gun.
hand
He
off.
handed the syringer off to her while she's talking.
Roll a stealth check first. Agility plus stealth. Roll 1 as well.
Would there
Agility
be
plus stealth.
a benefit from him being distracted by the Locution thing?
Yeah, I'll say so. -1 to his successes.
Wait, is sneak stealth?
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry.
Period.
Ooh.
6 and 7. So 3
Is it tagged?
Yes.
So 3, yeah.
3 successes.
I got a critical success. Surprisingly.
Okay, that is barely enough. He got 2 successes as well. Well, yes. Well, technically 1. So, not just barely. That was plenty. Go ahead and take 2 AP. What dart is this?
The tranquilizer one. I forget what it's called, but it is a thing.
I think you're talking about PAX, which...
Yeah.
Let me see the effect.
I feel like I
Sorry.
should state, I think Pix is younger than she actually is, which is why I went for that.
I might add one of the perks from the games, which is Child at Heart, which gives you a charisma bonus whenever you're talking to kids. That might be good.
That would fit.
Well,
Fix, I guess.
there's a lot that
Sounds-
could possibly be Tranquilizer. There is
Here.
PAX, which makes people not aggressive or hostile.
What page is it?
93. There's Lockjoint, which does the stun damage effect, which could be argued to be a Tranquilizer. Let's see.
PAX sounds the most like medically like what you would want, because then you can still like talk to them and stuff.
That's
but they're just like
that's true.
they're just like calmed down, so they're not like freaking out, and like you can reason with them.
Yeah, I
This
don't.
awkward silence was brought
I
to
think
you
it was.
by
I think
Nuka-Cola.
it would probably be PAX. I
Okay.
should have looked more into the.
All right, go ahead and roll the damage for that then.
All right, and that will be.
I will say technically the syringer deals actual damage, which I will allow that if you're attacking enemies, but I know you're not trying to kill this kid right here.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to say you're going to roll damage, but if there's any actual physical damage, it will not be dealt. The only thing that could be dealt is effects.
What do the effects do?
Shoot. I didn't roll any effects.
Then it does not work.
Actually, she should be rolling it because she shot it.
Oh, that's right.
What am I rolling for?
Roll,
Oh, wait,
roll,
no,
roll
I've
the
got-
combat.
Mm.
Roll the combat.
Oh.
Hold on.
Yeah,
It's a little... I'm going to say we're going to stick with what you rolled.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Not... Yes, she was supposed to roll it, but also you weren't supposed to roll it.
Mhm.
So that was
That's
the first
fair.
dice roll to determine
Mhm.
what the damage
Yeah.
was.
But you've read Gulliver's Travels before.
That's gonna hit everybody. I'm so sorry.
The grenade launcher does.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I have the no grenades.
Could Frankie? Could we have like had any response to turn and run when he shot it?
Or shoot it out of his hands.
I will say no because none of you indicated that weapons were drawn.
Mhm.
His weapon was drawn. It was pointed. There is no way you could possibly sense. He's slightly moving his finger on the trigger.
Okay.
You'd have to be
Understandable.
the fastest gun in the Midwest. Okay. Damage for grenade launcher. I might just improvise this one because it's technically not an in-game weapon. It should be. Everything needs grenade launchers.
Not social situations.
Well, this one did.
We're doing this for his own good.
You know when the party's boring and you bring out your grenade launcher and fire into
Yeah,
the
there
crowd.
is no grenade launcher. Okay.
That's what we're doing the party episode in this campaign. Whenever that comes around, grenade launcher
It's like instead of champagne fountains, they have grenade launchers.
in a thigh holster.
I do have a
It's the
5.
thigh holster of holding.
I do have a 5 in explosives.
Oh, Jerry.
Pick it up and
Jeremiah.
throw it back. I don't know how grenade launchers work.
Every single person in the party will take 7 points of damage.
Ugh.
Is that to a specific body part crippling something?
Oh, that's a great point.
I should.
Levi.
I was gonna say
No, that's a
how-
very honest question. Thank you,
No, no.
Levi.
Do we each
No,
need to
I'm
roll a
just saying,
different...
Yeah, everybody roll the damage or the.
if it
damage
doesn't
location
even
die.
differentiate between person, then does it differentiate between body
Left
parts?
leg.
Yes. It's more like where does the
Uh,
shrapnel end up, but it does hit you.
Oh.
Yeah,
Left leg.
that's good. You are crippled. You fall prone.
This is like Father Abraham.
Torso.
You are bleeding. 2 damage die at the end of every turn.
Ah, Jerry.
So we took how many?
On the plus side, I will say, wait, who had the 5 in explosives? Okay. When this kid opened the grenade launcher, it is a single barrel, one-shot grenade launcher.
Okay. I also rolled torso, but Frankie has 3 physical defense on his torso.
Okay, then that would be 5 points of damage.
Still 5.
Wait, was there...
Well, no, it was 7 down 3, wasn't it?
Oh wait.
So it's 4.
Sorry, I'm thinking about the effects. Yes, it would be 4. You're right.
I actually have 1 physical
There's
damage
no effect
resistance
on
too,
the
so it's
grenade
only
launcher.
6.
You're good.
I'm very glad.
So my dodge
I
is
also have
2, so would
one
that
physical.
apply to what I get hit?
Oh yeah. You
Which is
rolled
still a
3.
crippling hit.
okay.
Actually, no. If it's my head, I have.
Alright, left arm.
Okay, you drop if whatever you're holding, which you're not holding anything. But you also can't use your left arm. What is your dominant hand that you normally shoot with?
Okay.
I mean,
My
you can
dog
say
is
right
visiting
arm.
my
That makes
dog.
sense.
I'll say I think it's more right than left.
Okay, write that down. Keep that in mind. Jules,
Yes.
damage location.
That was left leg as well, so I'm prone.
Prone.
I haven't rolled it yet.
I
Okay.
just
And
got a
it's
picture
over
of
there.
Luna standing on top of Bailey.
Can someone pass me the location?
Sorry.
Oops. Torso.
You're bleeding.
I just, you gotta
You're trying to shoot me. That's great.
Are we rolling initiative?
Do you want to?
I'm gonna pull out a
No.
gun and aim
No,
it
no,
straight
no.
at him
No.
and say, "Alright,
Murder
kid,
a kid."
drop everything you have and hands in the air, or all the little people get put in a cage because I don't want to hurt them."
Go ahead
Kid.
and roll initiative.
Kid, you're out
Should be
of
all.
grenades. At least in the tube.
Should we all roll initiative because we're bleeding?
Yes, that is exactly why.
I got a 1.
What do we use for initiative?
My-
Agility?
Exactly.
Agility and perception, was that it?
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness.
1.
I suck in both of those.
Oh, buddy.
I got
2.
3 successes.
Such a min-maxer.
Oh, wait, I gotta roll the
I
second.
got a critical
D20.
1.
So 1. What was your 1? 11.
2.
2.
2. 2.
1.
3. Tabs is going first.
Oh, yeah.
No, use the dart one.
Oh.
Shoot him again.
I'm trying to get the dart. Never mind. We're not murdering children.
No, we are not.
Okay.
Unless we are.
Handing you another dart.
Tranquilizer.
Yeah, okay.
There
Roll
you
an
go.
attack. Difficulty of 1. This is optimum range for the
What am I rolling
syringer.
for? Sorry.
Agility and small guns. So 15.
Dang.
That's 2.
2 successes.
All right, 1 action point.
Okay.
Roll damage.
And then it's three.
So,
it's 3 combat.
Once
dice.
again, what does she need to roll to actually get the effect?
An effect.
An effect.
I see.
3.
Huh? Oh, 3.
Yes, isn't the tranquilizer, not the normal gun. Oh, yes!
How many effects?
1.
Okay. So this kid will not be able to do anything hostile for the next round. But that's it.
Eepy.
Just the next round.
He's an eepy boy.
I'll walk over to him and say, give me all your stuff.
No, that's stealing.
I'm going to give it right back. I'll be fine. We just want to make sure you're okay.
You're. Wait, so you're.
We're
You're
afraid.
borrowing?
We're afraid that you might be hurt or something might be wrong. So we want to check to make sure that you're okay.
You're the ones that shot me.
Pix, why don't we just have the kid
Twice.
Attack him.
put his
Can
stuff
I
on the
roll
ground?
a
Take his
charisma
stuff
to
away.
calm him down and have him?
Yes, you may. Yes, you may.
Thank you. Sorry. That'd be charisma. Anything else or what would that
Speech.
be? Speech. Oh yeah. Okay, that's that. Okay, I think it's.
If you had the
15
smooth
tag.
talker feat instead of the perk, the Black Widow perk,
Okay.
you could reduce the difficulty of this.
Okay. That's just 1 success.
Okay. Well, there's Pax. But you also did shoot him.
I didn't shoot him, but I don't know if that would help. Well, I guess I
Yeah,
threatened them.
you're-
I think we're
you're
kind
all
of
the-
a collective entity at this
Yeah.
point. We're
Yeah.
the group.
He's stunned this round. We just need to take his weapons away and like restrain him.
Well, he's not stunned. He's not
Well,
hostile.
As long as you promise to give him back.
I will.
Pinky promise.
You can even just put them on the
Everyone.
ground. You can put them
Everyone
on the
get in
ground
on
if you
this.
want.
Whoever's arms aren't crippled.
My leg's crippled.
No, you just pick the other pinky.
Your fingers crossed. And he holds out the grenade launcher.
I take it from him. Do you have any other grenades that we need?
Oh, just the one.
Well, listen, my friend here is a doctor, so if you don't mind just sitting for a minute while he takes a look at you to make sure everything's
Give
all
me
right.
a few minutes.
Can I?
In a few minutes.
All
Yeah,
right.
can I? first aid
Someone
him?
do something to restrain him in case he gets upset or something.
We won't need to do that. It's all right.
How many rounds does it last?
1.
None of you
That's
guys
the
know my
restrain
brother.
him.
Yeah, no, we're gonna restrain him.
That seems like the most hostile thing we could do.
The problem
I
is that
take
he
off
was
my jacket and
hostile.
say, "Listen, lady,
it's gonna wear
you don't know
off.
my
it's
brothers."
for the best. It's for the best. Just restrain him so he doesn't hurt himself or any of us. Once I'm done bleeding out, I'll help him.
I'm gonna try to first aid him as fast as I can.
Okay.
Can
Yeah.
I assist?
On a self one?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. So time for me to turn back to the rules of treating an injury. A difficulty, I think of 1.
The liquid core die.
I should have known this off the top
It
of my head.
rolled good.
What did you do?
What did I do?
No,
Yeah.
it's good.
It was good.
3 successes.
Oh,
Good.
I got 2 more, so
Oh,
Don't assume I'm bad at this. This is my second highest
Okay,
thing.
treating an injury.
It's maybe type of pilot.
Okay. So your wound is treated and you are no longer suffering bleeding damage. But if you take a hit to the torso, it could open again. You're still going to need to completely heal. Was anyone else bleeding?
do I heal any damage from that, or is
No.
it just okay?
I'm
It's
bleeding.
stabilized.
I'll help Margie if I can.
Yeah, I will. Well, whenever I imagine I'd have to wait around to try to treat myself.
Jerry could do it on his turn.
I'll use my
Right.
turn to do it.
Okay. Yeah. Intelligence
That's-
plus medicine.
Yep.
Are we still going in terms of initiative?
I'm kind of abandoning that right now.
Okay.
Combat is
Oh
stuff.
no.
It's okay.
I'm gonna go
If
to
I
the
take a
kid.
couple more damage, it's okay.
All right. Did you pass? Difficulty 1?
She did.
Actually, I will use a luck to reroll that. Which is better. 1.
That's all you need. It's treated. You're not bleeding anymore.
Awesome.
Could Frankie take his jacket and put it on the kid backwards, and then tie the arms as a sort of straight jacket?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll an agility plus. I hate this. This would probably be melee weapons. I can't think of what else it would be. Unless you can argue something that it could be.
Can I argue survival because it's an attempt to tie and restrain something?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Were you ever at the rodeo when they did
4
like the
successes.
flipping the goat? Like,
4. Okay, take 2 action points.
Nice.
does anyone else know what I'm talking about with the goat flipping and the time?
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, the concept at least.
I just want to know if Frankie was a part of that ever.
I bet he was.
He learned how to tie knots as a boy.
By flipping goats over and tying them.
No.
Oh. That's
The
just
kid reacting whilst being in a straitjacket.
You see him almost in a little bit of a flash as the pack wears off. That he just, what are you doing? Wait, hold on.
He's not wearing the arms,
Right.
but the jacket. So if the jacket was on him backwards and
Right.
like buttoned with the arms tied, it would at least
Yeah,
hopefully
yeah.
kind of keep him a little
it,
less fidgety.
You guys are trying to kill this town. You're gonna be the demise of it.
Look at me, buddy. He's gonna like try to move his head up so that he can open his eyes in the direction of the sun to see if his pupils are dilated.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and just roll a intelligence plus medicine check. I'm not just gonna say this applies for the pupils thing, but for a full-on medical examination.
What's the difficulty?
It's gonna be probably a 4. This was a little hard.
Okay,
Ish.
so I rolled. Can I retroactively roll with action points?
I will allow.
I would like to give you 3 if everyone else is okay with that, so you can roll
yes,
2 extra
I'm
dice.
good.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I didn't know it was going to be that
Difficult.
difficult. So I got 2.
Just
5.
make sure and wait
Yeah.
to roll the check until I finish describing
Yeah.
what exactly is happening.
Yeah. So 5.
Okay, yeah, that'll work. He is suffering from something that I saw online, and I don't know the name of it now. But the common language for it is lead poisoning.
Oh.
Is there a cure for
Do
it?
we know what to do for that?
That's a great question. With a 5, you would know what it is. Unfortunately, I don't.
Do we
Is
need
it
it?
really lead
Do
poisoning?
we need to take him to the town we're going to? Or?
I think he's been eating Chinese-made toys.
Bruh.
That
Is
causes
there-
sickness?
Does
What
Boris?
are you doing with my boy? And you hear a shotgun being cocked, and you see a unspent shell fall out of the action.
Love that.
As you see a man wearing tattered pre-war clothes, and balding head, and a slide action shotgun.
Can I do a medicine check to see if he looks like he's suffering from the same thing?
Roll, yeah. Difficulty of just 1 this time.
I'm gonna try to like patch up other people and give them some hit points.
1.
1? Okay. Yeah. It's the
I'm
same
gonna-
thing.
Make sure my guy's out. But like, try and hide it, keep it down.
Roll a stealth check. Agility plus sneak.
Okay. I found out recently that I'm good at this. I remembered, but okay, that actually I think is 3. Let's see. Sneak. Yep. Okay. That's 3. Okay.
If combat breaks out, you will get a surprise round.
Okay.
We're the Lilliputians from Columbus, and we were just playing a game with your son.
What is Lilliputian?
The people of your town. Your son told us.
Oh, you mean Hartman Village?
Yes, we're former Herman villagers that were sent on a migratory circle 100 years ago. We're coming back.
What the blazes are you talking about? You must be from Michigan.
Exactly.
I want you to untie my son this minute.
Okay.
A relevant note: there is no antidote for lead. Treatment of lead poisoning consists of removal from the source of exposure.
Yep.
I'm wondering if he has like buckshot in him or something.
I'm wondering if their house isn't coated in lead paint.
I wonder if they're drinking lead water.
That
Really,
all of
any
the
of
above.
these are
Sir,
an
are you
option?
feeling? You don't look like you're feeling too well.
No, I'm not. My son has been tied up by a group of strangers.
Of
Not
course.
slavers, are you?
No, of course not. I'm a
Good.
doctor. I'm a doctor from Michigan.
Roll a persuasion check.
What's the difficulty?
A doctor from Michigan. That's about as good as a slaver. No.
What's the difficulty?
2.
2.
Okay. Then why'd you tie up my son? Is he something wrong?
He did just fire a grenade at us. I say,
sick.
trying to fix my ruined leg.
Yeah,
Attaboy.
I've
He's-
been like trying to medically.
He's a little sick right now, and do you live in a lead house?
Joel, we only have the one grenade. Come on. You're not supposed to use it on random strangers.
Yes. Here, we'll untie him as long as you can assure us that he's not going to fire another grenade at us.
We only have the one grenade.
Okay, I'm gonna untie you. Is that all right, kid?
Bite me.
I don't want to.
That's just
Okay, fine.
slang.
He unties him. I'm gonna try to untie him.
All right, yeah. As you take him out of this improvised straitjacket, he just yanks away from you all and goes to his dad's side.
Listen. I think your son is sick.
With what?
Lead poisoning.
What? We feed him plenty of good food.
If
I'll
you
show
don't
you
mind,
fruit.
can I take a look at what you've been eating and where you've been living? I think there's a contamination going on somewhere.
Fine. And he would just walk towards a house that is in front of this stone garden.
All right, we probably shouldn't all go in this time. Somebody want to go with me?
Tabitha.
I can
I'm
go.
limping. My leg's all
Oh.
messed up.
Picks.
I can go. I feel kind of invested.
All right, Pix. Come on.
All right. Is there anything particular we're looking for?
Just look for any suspicious-looking paint or I don't know. I'll look.
Okay.
If you get into any trouble, just call out.
All right.
All
All
right.
right. Go ahead and roll a perception plus medicine check. And that will be the case for all of you looking
Right.
for
What's the difficulty?
hidden.
Hidden.
I'm gonna keep trying to like. I don't
Choose
know
at least
how I
one.
move. Just
I'll
keep the
use
gun,
one.
but like I
Because
think they're okay.
there's a good
but
chance I
just
can
wanna-
earn it back anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
All right. Intelligence medicine.
Mhm.
All right.
Oh shoot!
Good or
No,
bad?
perception plus medicine.
I only got one.
Oof.
Still, I need something under a 5. That's nothing.
Doesn't seem like anything is off on your initial examination, but doesn't seem like there's any lead-based paint. Thankfully, apparently, that's something that the 1950 Society did progress out of for some reason in this universe. You managed to isolate their eating ware, some of their food, and their drinking water. And you would probably have to perform extensive testing to see which one of these has lead in it.
Yeah.
It's like Dora. Can
Should
you
we-
find the lead?
Should we just like tell them to just like move somewhere? Like they could travel with us or something? Just like
Not with us. No.
okay, not with us. like have them just like move. So like there's something contaminated and they just need to like.
Have you and your son ever been shot?
I have. He hasn't.
All right, that can't be it.
Joel, you haven't been shot, have you? No. I nearly killed all of them, though. Well, that's good, but you're only supposed to do that to bad people, Joel. So, what are you supposed to do?
I would recommend that you move somewhere.
What? But Springfield's free of raiders. And we got springs and fields.
I think the springs are contaminating your food and drinking water.
You think?
I have a very strong guess.
That might account for the numerous murders and strange mental outbreaks that townspeople have been having.
You might want to get away from that town.
Huh.
I would suggest just go to the North Columbus area. Actually, there's a town north of Columbus called Findlay. They're very nice people. They live out in kind of a snowy ranch. It's a safe place.
Finley. All right. That might be worth a shot. I might do some investigation and drinking different water and eating different food.
They're
Time
healthy.
to break out the Blamco.
They're very healthy. So their supplies are going to be a lot safer. Just don't shoot any of them or throw any grenades at them. Just be very friendly.
All right. Well, we'll look into this. This does sound like something bad has been going on. A lot of people have been dying.
And maybe don't let your son play with the grenade launcher by himself.
He's not playing with it. He was guarding our house. I gotta sleep sometime.
Maybe don't have him on the road with a grenade launcher. Keep him at the house where you're sleeping.
Well, at
Grenade
Findlay,
in the house. Not a good thing.
well, at Findlay, you
outside
won't
the
have to
house.
keep watch because they have guardsmen there that will watch for you. So you can
Sounds
take
like
turns.
one of those exclusive communities.
They were very inclusive. They were very happy to have us.
All right. We'll talk about it.
All right.
We'll at least try and get stuff and food from a different source.
Okay.
Good for you. Now I'm gonna go tend to my injuries.
I just go, bye.
Oh yeah, you got
It's just burned and like all messed up. As I'm like when we go outside, I'll
Wait,
like, take the
where's my
grenade
grenade
launcher
launcher?
and like it's by the door and I put it down and like go. We just head out.
You can see a hand reach out and steal it rapidly, but they're out of grenades.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's fine. They'll move or not. I don't care at this point. Let's just go. Also, they said something about this being a common thing out here, so just be careful when we get near any other people.
I think I might need to tend to my leg before we can go.
Yeah,
Let's. Here.
Same. I can barely walk.
Who
I'm gonna
needs
be
medical
okay.
attention?
yeah, I'll help.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Should we
I'll help
make
some.
camp, like find a good safe spot and just like chill for a day to just heal up? No.
Let's
Why
go
don't we
ahead.
move
And
on just a little bit further?
Yeah.
Also,
Agreed.
I'm here and it got damaged. Oh. Hennig and Corncob also take damage.
Oh.
Make
Well-
sure and keep track of your pets.
Yep.
Do they have 7 HP?
I feel like they can't
What if
be.
Corncob was
Hennig has
flying up in the
10.
air?
So that
What if Corncob was flying up in the air?
I'll allow that.
Because, you know, she's in the air.
Yeah,
She
keep
can't
it watch.
get hit by grenades.
I would medically service Hennig.
All right. I'm
immediately.
taking care of Hennig first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your dog.
Well, I'll help
That's
other
fair.
people then. I'll help pigs.
Okay.
2.
All good.
Do I roll anything?
I'm gonna go ahead and rule you can't help someone on performing a medical check on yourself.
Okay.
Because if you're operating on yourself, it's supposed to increase the difficulty by 1.
Mm.
And so technically, if you were helping,
It wouldn't
would
be that
only make
much
it
help.
harder.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
2 successes for pigs.
Okay. Yeah. Injuries treated. Treated, not cured, not completely healed. That's gonna have to come to that.
All right, Tabitha and Julian, let me set your legs. I'm assuming they're like broken.
Are they broken or just like I don't know,
Messed up.
messed up? Or injured?
Let's say they're broken. How about
Oh.
you got knocked up a couple feet away and landed very awkwardly against like a car or
Ah.
something like that? A destroyed car, of course. There's no
All
fixed
right.
cars
I'm
around.
gonna make some splints. And
Can I help with that?
With what?
With them?
Tabs,
Yes.
you got 2 successes, so does 2 help treat the injury?
Yes. The difficulty is just 1 for
Okay.
treating an injury.
Okay.
I am sorry, I did not know that encounter was going to be that violent.
It's
And
alright.
grenade launchers are incredibly potent, apparently.
Good to know.
Next time we grenade launchers, we like split to like groups.
That is a good idea.
Like we pull out so that it can only hit like one group, which isn't great, but like better.
I also didn't know that my syringes would be that impotent.
Yeah.
The second one wasn't.
It's no void fiend, that's for sure. 2
if you
days.
upgrade the damage of the syringer and apply mods to it, it gives you a much greater chance of rolling an effect.
Okay.
So there is that possibility with the syringer.
I'll make a note for that.
Anyone know how to do stitches?
I mean, I do. I've been a doctor for 10 years, not including my training, so...
It's not bad. I got most of the shrapnel out.
Margie, you
let
got
me
time to
check.
help me out?
It's probably just like a couple pieces in the unprotected zones.
All right, 3 successes. Did he get all the shrapnel out?
Yes.
Crap.
I actually have no injuries, so the difficulty for helping me is 0.
What?
No, I wasn't trying to help you. I was
No.
just trying to see if you got
I know,
everything.
but I want help, darn it.
No, first aid, you have to... Is that true?
Oh, do you have a
get
medicine
success?
skill?
No, Frankie doesn't. That's why he's asking the doc.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is that his first aid? How many successes
Is there
do you need
time for first aid?
You can technically do.
First aid just takes like a round.
There technically isn't a limit on first aid, which is kind of cheap because. That
Well,
means you could
I think it's like an in-combat problem. Sort of like,
Yeah.
you're very limited in combat.
Well, somebody's
But-
out looking for a place to set up camp, like Sergeant Corporal, like, and
Right.
we're just here taking care of the people who are too injured to walk,
Yeah.
to give them splints and stuff, and then we'll help them get them to camp.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, do you recover hit points between scenes? Or between locales?
No.
I just rolled 3
Okay.
successes and checking up on him and taking care of him.
3 successes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. On Frankie,
Mm-hmm.
you get what's your
6.
6 HP back. I will allow you to perform first aid on everyone. Here's what I'll say on that. I like the idea of, you have food and beverages that can help you heal hit points. So I don't like the idea of just having the doctor just like, first aid. Oh, there's 6 hit points. First aid, there's 6 more hit points. I like the idea of that in combat though.
Okay.
Where you're
Yeah,
consistently
so-
taking damage and that sort of thing.
Okay.
So I'm
So
gonna say in combat you're allowed to do field. What are they called? I guess just field first aid. Completely unlimited, but outside of combat, I'll allow you 1 per person. So
Okay.
if someone has like 20 hit points, you can't just consistently perform first aid on them until they're all good again.
I do think
save
yeah.
it for someone who took 7.
I do think, to be fair though, that like if there's only 2 people who have a medicine skill,
Mhm.
that means that technically there's only 2 people who can use their turn to help someone regain hit points in combat.
Mhm.
So in combat, the food is still like a really big commodity. So if that had continued to be a thing, like either 2 people have to not use their turns, regaining 4 and 6 hit points to 2 different people each round, or people have to be using that food in
So we-
combat.
so we can
Oh, you can't use food in combat. You can only
can't?
eat food out of combat. Yeah,
So
that's
we-
the difference in
That's a
the
weird
games.
rule.
we
Yeah,
can
you
only
can't chug down 5 Nuka-Colas and 3 Sunset Sarsaparillas and 2
Anyway.
I like the idea that you can do that,
Should
but then
we-
there's a burping.
Should we put like a
round.
pin in this? We can put it
Yeah,
in the
we
chat
can-
and we can talk through
we
it
can
then.
discuss this later.
Does my
Yeah.
Nuka-Cola help us? Like,
Yes,
what does that do? I don't know.
You take
Oh, you know
rats.
what? We've got Rad Stag, don't we?
you sure
Yes.
do have rat stag meat.
You have Rad Stag.
We only got 1 that has the effect, though, right?
I think
No, it's
2.
2.
You're right.
Yeah, and then there was
2
4.
do the healing effect, and then the other are just.
Others are just food.
So I say we give 1 of those to Frankie because the doc is less likely to help him.
Frankie does not
I-
have an
I'll look
injury,
in-
so yeah, Frankie's okay.
Also, Margie would.
The doc is also like half dead,
Okay.
so
Whoever is half dead.
All right, Pig says, all right, everyone, yell out a slightly arbitrary number for how much hurt you still have left.
Like what
6.
kind of scale?
I feel like if I took like 6 punches to the face from a weak person, I would die.
Okay. So we're about the same. All right.
I feel like if my health was like 15, I'd be like halfway, you know.
Okay.
I'm
yeah.
fine.
So, okay.
This
Are
is
you fine?
stupid.
This is stupid. Let's just
I
get
just
to
wanna
another
ta-
camp
I
and
just
take
wanna
care of
lay
ourselves.
down.
Nuka-Cola heals 2 hit points. It possibly deals 1 point of radiation. And it also immediately gives you 1 action point upon consuming it.
Okay.
Just no conditions, you just get an action point.
Okay.
Which is fun because it's a cap. This is
Yeah.
what you get for drinking a
Okay, that
Nuka-Cola.
makes sense.
So the
that's
final ruling on the healing rule is each person who has a medical skill can do one person's worth of healing per
Oh,
willpower.
Each
no.
person can get healed once per
Ah,
like
okay.
Outside
day
of
or
combat,
whatever.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll go ahead and work on helping some people. Then I've got a small medical skill, so I'll try and patch up maybe
Yeah.
Margie.
Okay. What is Dr. Fletcher's medicine skill? Okay. Well, all of you will have a chance to recover from these serious injuries tonight as well.
To be perfectly fair on this one, Margie's not gonna like allow for ideal conditions with like medical stuff.
Just maybe
So
why I only got
typically
one.
You might like move some clothes out of the way to get a better view, but like Margie's not allowing that. So
Can I retroactively, because you said I went through their food and water, can I retroactively say that I was going to take little samples of that water and food with me as we're
Yeah,
leaving?
I'll allow that. Yep.